everybody. I am so excited to be virtually sitting next to the one and only Miss Pollock. And I will tell you, since day one, you have really made a huge difference in that center, and I have literally watched it. So kudos to you. How are you doing?
So I appreciate all your kind words. We are doing incredibly well because I think I might have the best staff that any director has ever had in the history of directors. So I'm very, very fortunate because I get a lot of the credit and they're doing all the heavy lifting, literally and figuratively. So things have changed. The way we deliver services has really changed quite dramatically.
You have an amazing staff over there. How are they hanging in there?
They're showing up every day and they are doing an amazing job. They've adjusted the way we provide services. So no one has been allowed into the center with the exception of staff for a month now, because I want to keep the staff as healthy as can be. And so our main focus is on food security. So almost everything we do relates to providing food, not only for Chagrin Falls Park residents, but some other folks in the area in Auburn or Newberry who also need some food. As you know, the Chagrin Valley people, churches, individuals, civic groups are unparalleled in their generosity. So the donations have been incredible, and you've put things on the Chamber's website, and it's really encouraged people to bring donations on our website, and it's remarkable, the kindness and the quantity. So we've gotten, we've listed churches, we've gotten donations from Kenston, we've gotten donations from the Rotary, and then individuals will just pull up with their cars and unload bags of groceries. And
restaurants.
We just are feeling very blessed. I'm sorry?
Some of the restaurants I've heard are also donating food.
So I think yesterday we got a donation from Jersey Mike's. They delivered enough subs to distribute to all the kids in the neighborhood that are in our program and for the staff. I know. So yeah, it's just incredible.
Chills.
I know. It's unbelievable.
So how are you getting the food out to people?
So we have basically 3 programs at the moment. So you might remember that our senior citizens would come to the center at lunchtime, or if they were already working in the Sherrod shop, they would come and have lunch every single day of the week. So that food we purchase at a very reduced price from Chagrin Meals on Wheels. They continue to deliver to the center 3 times a week, and we pack the hot meal and the cold meal and pantry food and anything else that the seniors need. And Steve loads it all in the van 3 times a week, and he delivers to the door of 14 seniors in the park. Now, I know there are some other seniors who are housebound that are also receiving Meals on Wheels, but these are just the folks that generally come for the fellowship and the food. So that is going wonderfully. Then if they need eggs or something additionally, we can have that. We talk to them. We do a well check, talk through the door, make sure everybody's feeling well, and we don't have to make any calls on their behalf, or we do if we need to. Then we have the kids who are in the tutoring program, and the Cleveland Food Bank daily delivers the lunches just like we would do for the beginning of tutoring. So the lunches are delivered fairly early in the morning. Erin assigns a bag to every child and the younger siblings who aren't in tutoring yet to make sure they're receiving their lunches. And then in addition to that, we pack snacks and school supplies and art supplies, and if someone drops off toys or games that we have, prizes, whatever we can do to keep them in our presence. We want to keep those relationships. And then that gives their parents some support. Erin also will help remotely with tutoring. We have some Kenston students and Hawkins students who would like to try and do some tutoring as well, although it's very difficult if they don't already have that relationship, but they're trying. Erin put together 25 Easter baskets and got them out to everybody, so they got their dose of chocolates. So the parents are feeling supported, and Kenston, we're partnering with Kenston just like we always have. So Erin got out the Chromebooks, got those distributed, and whatever they might need. So that's the second part. So he takes that van with our case manager, and they deliver to every door every day of the week. And then Helene, while all this is going on, is taking in donations and packing pantry food for families. So if you have a family in Geauga County in need of groceries, you just call Helene. She makes an appointment time, and you would either you come and get it. You don't get out of your car. We just load it in your trunk. Or if you live in Chagrin Falls Park, we will deliver pantry food to your door. So that's the making sure that people have food security. The other piece is the case management piece, and that's what TJ takes care of. So if you have an emergent need of some sort, whether it's your hot water heater or your or some kind of a medical need that you have to speak remotely to your doctor, or whatever it may be, he will provide that, a way to make that happen. So we are hopeful that we're meeting everybody's needs the best we can.
Lots of pivoting that you have had to do, but your mission is staying solid, and that is so commendable. Your mission is to take care of the folks, and you are definitely doing that. What is how much staff do you have right now? Because that seems like a lot of juggling.
So the staff has remained the same, and I am writing grants so that does not change. Because when this is all over, there's nothing like that staff. They have those relationships and the trust of the community, and there's, under no circumstances do we want any of that to shift. So Helene and Erin are full-time, TJ is part-time, Steve is part-time, and they managed to get it all done. I'm there part-time because I have another program as well, but like I said, they're doing the heavy lifting, and they have it figured out. They're remarkable. Someone should make a movie during this time, because it's a sight to behold as they're trying to stay distant and work with their gloves and masks and protect everyone and still meet everyone's needs.
Yeah, and the Chagrin Valley has really kind of stepped up in their donations to you guys. Is there anything you want to say to all the folks that have headed out there and made donations to you guys?
Absolutely. Well, and I have to say that we haven't met anyone new. These are folks who have historically and repeatedly made contributions, financial contributions, and in-kind contributions to the community center for many years. But at this crucial time, when they know the need is great, that they have stepped up even further. We received some financial donations from South Franklin Circle, from some of the residents there. It's just, it comes when it's least expected and most needed. You know how that works. Yeah. So I am grateful that we can keep the community center viable. And I know that I can speak on behalf of the residents that they know that they'll be okay. They know that the community center and the support that the community center gets because of the Chagrin Valley organizations, that we will continue to move forward and provide for their needs. You know, there's been a lot of job loss, and it's such a scary time. So we are forever grateful for your support, the chamber's support, and you know, all the businesses and others who have really kept us alive and well.
You mentioned about Jersey Mike's giving subs to kids. How many kids are there in the Chagrin Falls Park community?
Well, I don't have an exact number. We have our tutoring services. Generally, we have 34 kids in tutoring, but then summer camp, which, you know, the jury's still out on that, we're pushing about 45, and that's just K through 8th grade. So, you know, obviously there are high school students that come and play basketball when that's available, and so I don't have an exact count, but we know that we're at any time there are about 45 K through 8th graders. Now that doesn't include preschoolers and, like I said, high schoolers or college students.
Oh. Well, what do you need right now? What is the need?
Helene and I spoke this morning because I wanted to have an up-to-date understanding of our produce and canned goods and meat. So we're in really good shape in terms of everything but meat. So meat, and I think everyone's kind of struggling a little bit with that. We do have ground chicken that we got through the Hunger Task Force, but we could always use some small packages of meat. And then the best thing for us right now would be financial contributions, because those have really fallen off for obvious reasons, and we still need to pay the electric bill and keep gas in the vans and that sort of thing. Yeah. And pay the staff, clearly.
Right. And
I did apply for the Cleveland.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I did apply for the Cleveland Foundation grant, which is a COVID-19 grant serving Lake Geauga and Cuyahoga County. So I'm anxious to hear. I hope I'll hear something on Friday because we lost some of our contracts because we couldn't provide services that we had been providing in the past. So we're keeping our fingers crossed.
And where can folks, I'm assuming they can just drop off right there at the center. So why don't you share an address for the center and a website?
Sure. So the you can come to the center, to the front door, 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, 7060 Woodland Avenue, and that's Chagrin Falls, 44023. It's actually in Bainbridge. The website is I'll spell it out because it's F as in Frank, C as in Charles, S as in Samuel, fcsserves.org. And if you want to make a financial donation, you go into fcsserves.org, and there is a drop-down box that allows you to contribute directly to the community center. Or you can just mail a check to Chagrin Falls Park Community Center, and that works just as well.
A good old-fashioned way. And I'll have all that information down here for everybody to see. And in your downtime, since we all have a little extra of that, have you picked up any hobbies over there?
Well, there's not too much downtime, but my house is spick and span because I'm working about 70% of the time at home, working on grants primarily, and then getting out to the park to get some exercise because we're grateful that we still have open parks because not every state has that.
Yeah.
So nothing. I'm still not cooking, if that's the question.
And is there one thing that you would want to say to everybody right now?
I think just the same message that everyone has, to please, if you can stay inside your houses and stay safe, that is our greatest wish for all the people who live in Chagrin Falls Park. It's so difficult for the kids. They want to be outside, especially with the weather improving, but we want to impress upon everyone, whether they're donors or recipients. We just hope that everyone stays inside, stays well, and we're out of this pretty soon.
Yes, yes. Well, thank you so much for sitting down with me and chatting.
Thank you, Molly, so much for having me.
Well, we appreciate you and your staff and all the amazing work you guys do over there. So please keep being amazing and we'll keep supporting.
Thank you so very, very much.
Have a great day. Be well.
Okay. You as well.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.